everyone, so welcome now to video number 2 today. I'm now going to be talking about the emotional freedom technique. Now, I recently stumbled on the emotional freedom technique for alleviating anxiety while skimming over a chat page for people with autism. As you do, I was just perusing a chat page and one of the members on the chat page happened to put a link in to tapping, and I just thought, I guess it looks quite interesting. So I went away and had a little Google and found out quite a lot about it. Now, emotional freedom technique, it has actually been around for quite some time, actually. And I had heard about it vaguely before, kind of in ether, but I hadn't really, looked into it in great detail until now. EFT is meant to be like... Oh, God, I hate it when that happens. No, it's right, sorry. EFT is meant to be like acupuncture, but without needles. The idea is that you tap at acupuncture points for stress relief. You think about a thought that is causing you stress as you stimulate those acupressure points. And the theory is that this sends a calming signal to your brain, letting the brain know you are safe, so you can still have that thought without having a physical response. First of all, you begin to tap on the side of your hand, which is called the karate chop, like this. As you say, a setup statement. Now, your setup statement could be anything, but a very generic one might be, for example, even though I have this problem, this anxiety, I accept myself and how I feel. Now, you repeat this 3 times. Even though I have this problem, this anxiety, I accept myself and how I feel. Even though I have this problem, this anxiety, I accept myself and how I feel. So, as I say, repeat it 3 times, but it's important to tailor a statement to your own particular situation. So, I mean, for me personally, it could be, even though this noise is making me really stressed right now, I accept myself and how I feel. So it could be something like that. Now, this is supposed to send a signal of acceptance instead of resistance, because the idea is that what you resist persists. You give your anxiety or internal dialogue a voice as you stimulate the points. You then tap on the rest of the 8 points while you vent. So I will show you now. So, for example, on top of the eyebrow, starting here. All this anxiety, all this anger, all this pain, all this tension. Oh God, this is so stressful. I really hate this. Oh, I feel so anxious. When will this stop? I accept it all, sort of thing. So you take a deep breath, and you maybe might say something like, I don't know, I accept it all, that's just me. I don't know if that's necessary, but the idea is that after you've done all that tapping, you take a deep breath, and you let it all out. So it's the eyebrow point, and as I say, you can use both fingers, but you might just want to use one finger, that's up to you. The eyebrow point is the one you do first after the karate chop, and then you do the side of the eye, then you do the under the eye, you do under the lip, you do the collarbone, you do under the arms, and then you tap the head. And you keep going through the rounds over and over until you have some release. So the idea is that the meridian points are a theorized network of energy channels, and according to Chinese medicine, energy can become blocked. Tapping restores the energy balance. As someone with a very scientific brain, I'm not sure I believe in the validity of such channels, but if the energy is instead thought of in terms of adrenaline and cortisol, very real stress hormones, then I think the theory makes some sense, some intuitive sense. By tapping, you can calm down your arousal system and rebalance your hormones. Some argue that EFT is a form of self-hypnosis, and this makes sense to me. However, the wild claims that it can cure literally anything and everything, and that it will work even if you don't believe it will work, simply on the power of autosuggestion, very circular, certainly fails the scientific method. With this caveat aside, though, I think it can be a useful adjunct to other, more scientifically validated methods of stress relief. After all, some of the principles involved are similar to mindfulness, such as sitting with bad feelings and watching or observing them instead of trying to push them away. Or so goes the theory. Obviously, that's a lot easier said than done. I know personally for myself, I'm not good at that. Now, I'm not sure whether or not it is helping me to stay calm in stressful situations, but there is no harm in continuing to test it out. If anything, I find it quite soothing, and I like the repetition and clear structure. And also, as an autistic person, I am already quite kind of like physical in the way I express emotions and stuff like that. So like when I'm like really anxious or stressed or something like that, I do tend to be quite physical, and that can involve a lot of like when I'm really stressed, I mask this in public, but certainly when I am really stressed, and sometimes even when I'm in public, when I'm really stressed, I can't always control it. I am like quite physical. So that might be partly explain why it might work or might be quite soothing. If you are an autistic person, maybe, it's certainly worth giving it a go. So, let me know what you think of EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and whether or not you would be happy to try it out if you have not done so already. I will provide a link to goodtherapy.com's summary of the method below. Good Therapy is an American website, which I happened upon. It's got a whole list of different therapies and a little summary of each one. And what I hope to do is maybe in future videos, not every week, but certainly I hope to, at least sometimes, review some of the therapies they mention on there and talk about them. So I'll put the link to that below. So as I say, do let me know what you think about this, and whether or not you'd be interested in trying EFT. And also, of course, I'd be interested to know in any other things you think might be helpful for mental health or stress, because I'm a very stressed person myself, as indeed are many autistic people, and it'd be interesting to kind of share notes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching today, and I will be back next Wednesday. So until then, I hope you have a very good week. Thank you for watching.